What is going on, Headliner Nation? Jake Fantasy Headliners. Hopefully everybody's doing well out there. We're about to head into the weekend. The Thursday night game is over, and we may have some tough decisions to make here on our roster. Maybe you watched all of the start-sit videos, and you have a couple guys that were listed as starts that you really don't know which one you should choose. That's what we're going over today, our top 30 running backs for Week 12. Like I said, though, Thursday night game is over. Don't expect to see any of those guys in these rankings. Plus, if you're looking for more in-depth detail, that can be found on the start-sit videos. This is nothing but a quick and dirty top 30 running backs here for Week 12. Starting off with number 1, Alvin Kamara, New Orleans Saints. Maybe a surprise to some people that it's not Christian McCaffrey, but really, honestly, it's like a 1A and 1B. The reason Kamara is one spot higher is just due to his matchup going up against Carolina. These two are playing each other this week, and that Carolina run defense has been atrocious here most of the season. Alvin Kamara has a real chance to put up some big numbers. Got him at number 1. Now, Christian McCaffrey's at number 2, or 1B, whatever you want to call it. And this guy is basically matchup proof, but this is a pretty difficult matchup. The run D of the New Orleans Saints is pretty stout, but it doesn't really matter with this guy. He's put up big numbers all year long. He's going to remain here at the top at number 2. Number 3, Nick Chubb, Cleveland Browns. A lot of people are still worried that Kareem Hunt's going to eat into his volume, but he's not. Chubb still had 27 carries last week, didn't do a whole lot with it, ended up with 97 yards, fell just short of 100, didn't find the end zone, but another one of these guys that you just can't sit on a weekly basis just due to volume alone. Plus, he's playing the Dolphins this week. Fire up Nick Chubb. Number 4, Derrick Henry, Tennessee Titans. And this is another one of these guys who just sees a lot of volume consistently on a weekly basis. 20-plus touches, got a matchup with the Jacksonville Jaguars, a matchup that he can take advantage of. And now this newfound passing game with Ryan Tannehill has opened up the running game once again for Derrick Henry. He's at number 4. Number 5, it's going to be Josh Jacobs, Oakland Raiders. And he's absolutely balling out of control here lately, and the volume is through the roof. The guy is really handling this volume a lot better than I thought he would coming into the season. He's proven that he can be a real workhorse back, and now he has a matchup going up against the Jets. Got him right here, number 5. Number 6, Saquon Barkley, New York Giants, going up against the Chicago Bears. I have him a couple spots higher than I thought I would coming into this week. Didn't know if he was 100% healthy. Sounds like he is. And now he's making statements that he just wants to go out there and have fun again and start just balling it and enjoying the game of football. I can finally start to see them maybe featuring him a little bit more. Plus, they're getting healthier on the outside. Sterling Shepard could be coming back, and that only opens up the run game even more. Saquon Barkley at number 6. Number 7, Leonard Fournette, Jacksonville Jaguars, going up against the Tennessee Titans. A good matchup with him and Derrick Henry. And Leonard Fournette's ability to be involved in the passing game this year really gives him that safe floor. He has that possibility on a weekly basis to go out there and get you 6 or 7 receptions, and that really helps on that safety aspect every single week. Leonard Fournette's number 7. Number 8, Le'Veon Bell, New York Jets, going up against the Oakland Raiders. Somewhat of a difficult matchup, but the volume should continue to be there for Le'Veon Bell in his stretch here, the second half of the season, where he's trying to solidify himself back into that RB1 tier here to end the season. Right now, got him at running back 8. Number 9, Ezekiel Elliott, Dallas Cowboys. Tough matchup going up against the New England Patriots, but if they've been vulnerable anywhere, it's been on the ground. He may be limited somewhat, but I still like Zeke's upside this week. Got him at number 9. Number 10, Aaron Jones, Green Bay Packers. Another one of these difficult matchups going up against the San Francisco 49ers. But we've seen Kenny and Drake the past couple weeks have some success against this offense, and Aaron Jones is by far an elite talent. And Aaron Rodgers under center only opens up the run game on a weekly basis even more. Aaron Jones still finds himself inside the top 10 right there at number 10. Number 11, Mark Ingram, Baltimore Ravens, going up against the Los Angeles Rams, Monday Night Football. And if there's one thing the Baltimore Ravens do really, really well, it's run the football. And they're going to continue to use Mark Ingram. The only issue he's seen here recently is that some of their games have been such blowouts that they haven't really relied on him late in the games, and he's missing out on a lot of those garbage points in late fourth quarter runs. With that being said, hopefully the Rams offense can get going and they can use Ingram all 4 quarters. Right now, got him at running back 11. Number 12 is going to be Chris Carson, Seattle Seahawks. Difficult matchup going up against the Philadelphia Eagles, but this is a running back who's proven here over the past few weeks before the bye week that he could go out there against a tough defense and put up some solid numbers. We know they're going to feature him, and Seattle runs the ball 30-plus times a week. Chris Carson, number 12. Number 13 is Todd Gurley, Los Angeles Rams. Once again, Monday Night Football against the Ravens, a defense that's really on fire right now, but Todd Gurley's usage is starting to tick back up. Had a season high in touches last week, and I expect that to continue this week, trying to get that offense going. Todd Gurley's at 13. Number 14, Jalen Samuels of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, this is somebody who may continue to drop down these rankings once the final injury reports come out for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Who actually plays? There's a chance that Deontay Johnson does play. Sounds like Juju may not. There's a chance that James Conner doesn't. I mean, that only helps out Jalen Samuels. That gives him opportunities in the passing game and the running game. Somebody to pay attention to as we get closer and closer to the week. As of right now, have him just outside the top 12 at running back 14. Number 15 is his opponent in that game. Is Joe Mixon's Cincinnati Bengals. His usage has absolutely gone through the roof ever since Ryan Finley made it under center, and I expect to continue here once again. He's really the lone bright spot in this offense at this point. Joe Mixon right here at 15. Number 16, Tevin Coleman going up against the Green Bay Packers. A solid matchup there for the San Francisco 49ers if they can get their run game going again. Sounds like Matt Breida may not play, and if that's the case, Tevin Coleman will be the starting running back once again, with Raheem Mostert coming in there and taking series here and there. Tevin Coleman has been disappointing at times, but he's right there in the mid-running back 2 range at running back 16. 17 is going to be Phillip Lindsay, Denver Broncos going up against the Buffalo Bills. And as of right now, it looks like he's solidified his number 1 spot here in the backfield, taking a little bit more of the work away from Royce Freeman. He has that explosiveness and that big playability. Got him at running back 17. Number 18, his opponent in that game, Devin Singletary, Buffalo Bills going up against the Denver Broncos. And he's really taken that lead role away from Frank Gore in this backfield. They need to utilize this kid more, though. He's absolutely explosive when he touches the ball, just needs more touches on a weekly basis. Right now, got him at running back 18. 19, Bo Scarborough, Detroit Lions in a great matchup going up against the Washington Redskins. And this is somebody you probably picked up off the waiver wire this week, but he solidified himself as the lead back in this backfield and can go out there and get you 15 to 20 touches this week. Great streaming option. Got Bo Scarborough, number 19. Number 20, it's going to be James White of the New England Patriots going up against the Dallas Cowboys. And we've now heard that, Mohamed Sanu may miss some time. We know Philip Dorsett is injured. That does kind of boost the value of maybe a Jacoby Myers and especially N'Keal Harry. But I also think it boosts the value of James White in these type of PPR leagues. He's definitely somebody who's going to be looked at a lot in each and every game. He's the favorite check down option of Tom Brady and really gives you that safe floor. Right now, James White got him at number 20. 21 is Kareem Hunt, Cleveland Browns. Already talked about him when we talked about Nick Chubb. Yes, he's still getting some volume in this offense, but it's mostly on the passing side of the football. Now, I can see maybe Cleveland being able to get a second half lead against the Miami Dolphins, and if that's the case, we may see a little bit more Kareem Hunt on the ground. In my opinion, that boosts his value. Got him up at running back 21. 22 is David Montgomery, Chicago Bears. Who knows at this point how many touches he's going to get? I don't even know if Matt Nagy knows at this point. The guy's usage is up and down. His efficiency is up and down, but it's a great matchup going up against the Giants. Got him right now running back 22. 23, Miles Sanders, Philadelphia Eagles. And the only reason he's dropped down this far is Jordan Howard has returned to practice. Whether he plays or not really dictates how high in these rankings that Miles Sanders goes. He has a decent matchup going up against the Seattle Seahawks, but really, if Jordan Howard plays and is good to go, he may be the safer option just due to volume alone. Like the upside of Miles Sanders, but would really prefer him to get more volume. That's why he's dropped back a few spots to running back 23. 24, Darius Geis, Washington Redskins. There's a chance that Adrian Peterson does not play or is limited in this game. Going up against one of the worst run defenses in football, the Detroit Lions could see a heavy workload for Darius Geis, who proved last week that he can be very explosive. Right now, got him running back 24. 25, Tariq Cohen, someone who's starting to come along a little bit more in this Bears offense. Seems to be a little bit more explosive at this point than David Montgomery. He's had touchdowns in back-to-back weeks, and he's getting involved in the passing game. Got him at running back 25, just outside the RB2 tier. 26, Latavius Murray, New Orleans Saints going up against the Carolina Panthers. And I mentioned when we talked about Alvin Kamara, one of the worst run defenses in football is the Carolina Panthers. And Latavius Murray is somebody who could really rack up some garbage points. It would not surprise me if the New Orleans Saints had somewhat of a commanding lead in the second half of this football game, and they kind of leaned on Latavius Murray a little bit more to keep Alvin Kamara safe and healthy. But he has some upside this week. Got him at running back 26. 27, Ronald Jones. Yes, he's going to be outside the top 24 once again. The guy has the ability. He's just not getting the opportunity, and it's one of the reasons why I dislike him so much. Not so much just him as the player, but they can't commit to him on any given week, and Peyton Barber still in there stealing touchdowns. Got Ronald Jones at 27. 28, his opponent in that game, Brian Hill, absolutely sucked it up last week, but sounds like there will not be Devontae Freeman again this week. It's a difficult matchup for him, though. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers run defense is one of the tops in the league also, and Brian Hill struggled against the Carolina Panthers. I expect him to struggle once again this week. Got him at running back 28. 29, Jamal Williams, Green Bay Packers. Tough matchup going up against the San Francisco 49ers, but we've seen it all year long, right? Both of these backs in this Green Bay offense have value on a weekly basis. Jamal Williams, a little bit more touchdown dependent, a little bit more goal line dependent, not quite as explosive as Aaron Jones, but he does have value on a weekly basis. Have him at running back 29. Number 30, Raheem Mostert, San Francisco 49ers. Like I said, doesn't sound like Matt Breida is going to play, and if that's the case, Raheem Mostert is next in line there for some touches. If Tevin Coleman struggles in this game to start off against the Green Bay Packers, do not be surprised if we see a little bit more Raheem Mostert in the second half of that football game. That gives him some added value, finishing off the quick and dirty top 30 with Raheem Mostert. All right, those are my top 30 running backs here for Week 12 fantasy football. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Now, obviously, there's going to be somebody that says, hey, well, where's this guy at? Cool. I would love to go back and forth and discuss it with you if we get the opportunity, but tell me who you would remove. Who would you change? You can't just keep adding people into a top 30. Otherwise, it becomes a top 40. Let me know what your thoughts are down below, and let's see if we can figure this thing out together, trying to make these decisions a little bit easier on Sunday. Hopefully you guys had a great week, a great weekend coming up here. Good luck this weekend, and hopefully everybody's out there getting some fantasy football dubs. We'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one.